Hello, and welcome to Module 8 of Linking Literacy and Assessment. In this week's module, we will be taking the midterm exam. For this exam, you will be allowed 2.5 hours to complete it. It is open book and open note, so I will let you know that it's all really coming from the readings from your Gillett text, so have that book ready to go, and also have your assessment chart that you've been filling out um, for all of this class ready to help you. And if you've filled that out and taken really good notes and you have your assignment from the formal measures of assessment module with you handy, all of that is really going to help you. Another piece of advice I want to give you is to, with the multiple choice discussion or questions, pay attention to those answers as far as the all of the above and none of the above go. I see students from time to time get tripped up on the all of the above and none of the above questions. So just make sure you've read all of the answers, and then if you click all of the above, it is indeed all of the above. And if you click none of the above, just make sure that you have ruled out all of those answers as possibilities. So pay attention to that. For the short essay, those are really short answer questions, just few or several sentences that answer the question that's asked. Do make sure though that you answer every part of the question, as some of those questions are kind of multi-part questions. Those are the pieces of advice that I have as far as taking this midterm. Um, every once in a while, not even every semester, I will have students who have some technical difficulties with this test. It is usually user error and not the Blackboard itself, but you just never know. So if you run into any sort of technical issues while taking this test, you need to follow a few steps. The first step is to call technical support through the college, and that number is in our syllabus. So call tech support, see if they can help you. They will give you a ticket number. Write that ticket number down. They'll usually even email it to you as well. So you have that ticket number. Then email me immediately. It doesn't matter what time of day or night it is. Um, Include the ticket number and include, a synopsis of what happened as far as your tech issues go and what tech support told you to do as far as fixing it, and if there's anything that I need to do for that. So be sure to take those steps and make sure you get a ticket number. Do not just call me or email me directly because I often don't have the tools as the professor to fix it, but tech support often may. I also want you to really pay attention to the due dates and the deadlines on this test. Make sure that you give yourself plenty of time to take it. Um, don't start the test at 10 o'clock the night it's due, because it will end at midnight and you'll lose that half an hour at the end to complete it. So it will completely time out at the end at midnight, and then that's it. We're done. I usually like to advise for students to take the test on weekdays or during normal business hours, because I think that if you do have tech support issues, they're there for you during those times. But of course, it is open during the times that it is listed, so you have that time available to you. Be sure to allow enough time. Make sure to use your textbook for help in your assessment chart. If you have done a great job on that all the way along, that's really going to help you out. Another thing I do want to mention about the short answer, short essay questions is that yes, you may use your textbook and you can even use internet sources if you need, but we are not copying and pasting from the textbook or the internet. This needs to be your words um, and your ideas. So yes, you can use them as a guideline, but you're going to be putting those into your own words when you're answering the question. You do not need to have quotes. However, if you do choose to quote something or copy and paste something, it needs to have real quotation marks around it, and it needs to be cited. We don't want to accidentally um, plagiarize and say something is our idea in our words when it's really not. So, um, you know, that applies all the time, and not just in papers or discussion forums. It applies during midterms We don't want to accidentally take credit for something that is not ours. That is it for this week. There is no extra point activity. Just please allow enough time for this test. And since you're only doing about 2.5 hours of work this week for this class, I strongly suggest that you take the time to start putting things into that portfolio and making it into one long document together. Perhaps you could start working on your table of contents. You could look forward in the course to Module 12 and see the templates that are provided for you for the summative assessment in the portfolio so you can start getting all that together. I will say that the course really picks up pace after the midterm. In modules 9 through 12, we will go fast. There's a lot that's due. So the more you do now on this end, the more you will thank yourself later for that. Thank you again for watching this video. If you have any questions, of course, you can email or call or post in the discussion forums, and I'm happy to help. Thanks and have a great week.